You mentioned, having faith in the employee to do the job and
Mhm.
trust. Are you a proponent of building systems in your business and standard operating procedures and checklists and things like that? Can you talk a little
Oh
bit
yeah.
about that?
Oh yeah. I mean, I right here. This book right here is like the E-Myth. I know I've heard a lot of people talk about this book, but like I've read this book. I've had to have read it 5 or 6 times. Um, and like the whole turnkey revolution, I think is what he calls it in this book.
Hmm.
um, about building systems and processes to where your business is running itself. I mean, that kind of goes back to trusting people, like I said, but like and trusting the process that you've built. Um, I am the biggest proponent of it. Am I the best at it? No, but like I know when it works. Like I know that it works, and like that's what I'm always trying to build things so that it runs smoothly on its own.
Hmm.
Um, I think in this book, it kind of talks about build extraordinary processes that ordinary people can succeed in.
Yep.
That is easier said than done, because I've said it I've said it a bunch. Like I believe that you really do need good people to run a good business, especially in the service business, because I can't be on site for every single job when my people are talking to a customer. And it doesn't matter how many processes you build, that individual still has to act a certain way and treat that customer in a certain way face to face. So you can build all the processes and systems in the world, but if you have crappy people doing it, they're going to treat your customers crappy. So it's not everything, but that has been a huge part of me building my business on all the other, so many other aspects of invoicing and management and trucks and just all kinds of other things where we have systems in place that I don't have to be doing everything all the time. And the managers don't have to be doing everything all the time. Because like what a manager had to do 5 years ago in this company and what they have to do now is far less, because of the systems and the processes we have. And I will say I learned a lot of it from that book.
Cool. So give me an example of a system in your business. Just, someone that doesn't know what a system is or how to build one. Can you give me an example of what one might look like?
I mean, I would say anything like with invoicing, like how our invoicing system flows from one thing to the next. It used to be where a manager would have to put something on the schedule and then email the customer a confirmation, and then the crew leader has to take that information and put it into another system, and then like a QuickBooks or something like that,
Yep.
and then invoice the customer and then take the payment, and then the manager the next day has to take that information and put it into here for the bookkeeping process, for the bookkeeping purposes, and then also hopefully remember to take that person's phone number and text them, hey, please leave us a review, and then also send the phone number to someone that needs to call them and so those are all different things that's 5, 6, 7 different things that have to happen. In a good system, it'll all just flow together. And that's kind of what we built here with something like that. Like you input information once, and then the process, the rest of it does it for you. Like
Yep.
Where you're taking away steps for people to have to do it. So if the system's working better, it takes out the human error of it. And it also takes out someone having to put man hours into doing all these different things.
Got it. And in terms of systems for pricing and your inbound call center and people that take
Mm-hmm.
calls, do you have like a pricing book? Do you price it per segments of the truck, per item? How do you price things out over the phone in 7 different markets?
We try really hard not to. One of kind of the goal when we answer the phone is to get the person on the schedule.
Okay.
We look at it as the guys that are out on the truck, their job is to sell our jobs.
Okay.
I have talked to plenty of individuals that think differently, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. It's just the way that we've done it. If a customer calls in and they say, this is what I have and I want to get rid of it, we'll try and give them ballparks here and there if they really want it. But what it takes to find out exactly what somebody has and exactly where it's at and what it'll cost is sending the customer through steps. Now you're putting them to work in order for you to get a price, so that you don't feel like you're wasting your time by going out there and giving them a free estimate. And so that's kind of the risk we take. We just say, hey, this is what we do, and we will come out, we'll take a look at it for free. And we take the risk in there. They might not like our price, and we just wasted the gas and the hours to go over there, and wasted the time slot. But we feel, confident that like our service and our prices are good enough that it's rarely going to happen. And I think that we get more from that than if we were to take the customer through the process of, hey, go take a picture of it, then send it to me, then I'll call you back, and then I'll agree with the price for you, and then I'll come out. That can work, and then you'll never waste your time going to a job you're not supposed to.
Right.
But you might book far less. But I could be wrong. That's what, like, I think that there's differing thoughts on that. That's just kind of how we've done it.
Yep.
I try to take the onus off the customer. It's like, when you call in, I want you to call in and off the phone in less than 3 minutes. So it's like, because if I'm a customer and I'm calling somebody, I really like it when I don't have to sit on the phone and answer a bunch of questions. It's just like, hey, I got this. Can you come get it? Yeah. When can you be here? Cool. Thank you. That's, to me,
right.
If I'm calling in someone, like, that was nice. And like, that's the first part of our service. Like, that's the opening line, so like that, we want it to be quick and easy and polite. And so then people can move on with the rest of their day. I don't want you to go take a picture of everything you have and then like guess the weight and give me, there's so many things you can do to try and get like an exact price. And that, to me, is just putting the customer to work when that should be you doing the work.